Hey guys, and welcome to game number 31 of 100 of my 100-game rematch series against the AI-powered Scrabble BestBot. The good news is we got a win in our last game, but the bad news is we are still 8-22. So we continue to trail by a significant margin, and a win today would be really nice. Not a great start. We've got 3 R's and a V. BestBot is first. So hopefully going to be able to get rid of some of these. And the bot opens with a word I will not say aloud. But I am going to, I guess, respond with Varroa, most likely, for 18. Gets rid of 2 R's and a V. GR is certainly not a terrible leave. I'd rather get rid of the G2. But when you've got a V, 3 R's, and a G, you're not going to be able to get rid of everything you want to get rid of, and you do have to prioritize. I guess I have 2 choices for where to place this word. I could do it there, or I could do it here. But this way, the A in Varroa is a little bit easier for the bot to overlap for a big score, so I'm a bit more inclined to play it here. I guess I could also play Favor. It gets me 4 more points, but it keeps 2 R's. I think it's worth a 4-point sacrifice to shed 2 of my R's. So leaning towards this right now, yeah, I don't see anything else really viable, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. Now I get the Q. So not exactly what I wanted, but I have Trank through this A, perhaps? Or even just Cot. Cot does keep ING together, but it keeps the 2 R's, which is not ideal, so I think I'd lean towards Trank. Oh, wait a minute. I have Kintar, though. That's obviously way better. That's 50 points. Another word that's notoriously tough to see. But yeah, if that stays open, that'll be an instant play on my next turn. If the bot plays through that A, then I'm going to be really struggling, because there's nowhere else to really get rid of this Q right now. And I don't see myself wanting to keep it. So if the bot plays through that A, I might end up having to trade a couple. I could see trading QRT, keeping RING. That's a really good leave. Board is fairly open. I've got the T to work with. Alright, well, I'm just going to play Kintar instantly. There's no reason to waste any time here. And I get a blank, so that's good. Do I have a bingo? Yes, I have foraying from this F for 82. Do I have anything else? Okay, the bot plays in close, so foraying is probably the play. Agrimony. I mean, I don't have anything through this Q. I'm not going to have anything through an I. I don't see how I can possibly do better than foraying. I guess unless there's some crazy overlap with encloser, like orangey. I doubt it. Gyroidal. Yeah, I really don't think so. I'm going to go ahead and play foraying. I feel very confident there's nothing better. There might not even be anything else at all. In fact, I don't see anything else that plays off the top of my head. But this is a very good draw here. I'm not going to be bingoing, but I've got a plethora of nearly 60-point plays. I've got Juke over here. Oh, not anymore. Fix. Well, I guess I'm going to play Quaked. That was my backup. In fact, that is... wait. Where's my J? See, well, I don't know why Woogles has this weird bug. Like, my J just disappeared. Because I was getting ready to type Juke down the H column, and when the bot played it, like, it literally ate my J. That's hilarious. And now it's like, it doesn't even register this because it thinks this is an illegal play. Like, look, if I hit enter, it doesn't even do anything. Like, I'm hitting enter. It's because it thinks my J is still at H1. It's happened to me once before. It's a hilarious bug. And now see it comes back when I, like, reset my rack. It's so strange. And, like, now if I play Quaked, it says 60 points and it'll take it if I hit enter. I'm not going to enter just yet because I want to scan the rest of the board, but it feels pretty tough for me to do better than this. There's also Judge. It's so many fewer points, though. Quaked has to be better. Yeah, I mean, it's 60 points. Like, there's just nothing else. Alright. It's funny, because I would have been actually perfectly fine with Woogles eating up my J. I'm not a huge fan of the J, but I'm not going to do that. And my J is still there. We've got a nice play here through this I. Lathe for 47. Still keeps the J, but 47 points is 47 points. That feels like it's got to be worth it. What's the score? Basically even. It's been a good game so far. Could also play something here, I guess. Jet? It's 39. I think I'm better off playing Lathe and actually saving the J for that spot. I could potentially hit something big there. Yeah. I should have probably looked at that spot more carefully when I played Quaked. I didn't. I don't really think I had anything. Like, Jake doesn't work because of EY. Yeah, I don't think I actually had anything, but I should have at least looked there a little more closely. Yeah, I think this has to be right. I mean, it's 47 points. Alright. Can still just play JO if nothing else for 36. Oh, I have Joggle. Wow, another bingo for BestBot. But I'm going to stay in the lead here after Joggle. I mean, that's 45. This has to be right. We're getting ourselves a shootout here, which is always exciting. Let me just make sure, like, I'm very close to Jalop here. Like, if my E were an A, I'd have Jalop for 78. That would be pretty nice. But, of course, it can't be spelled like that. So, that is not an option. And as such, I think Joggle has to be the play. I've got a lot of time left, too, which is nice. Because this one could certainly come down to the end of the game. It'll be nice to have plenty of time. Not the best draw here. A lot of vowels, but could have also been worse. I can play Pained. It's 42. The leave is definitely discomforting, but 42 is a lot of points. Podia somewhere? Doesn't quite work here because of IY. In by, okay. Alright, let's not rush this. I have 15 minutes. Still a blank left. The pool is really good in general. A lot of E's. Fairly well balanced vowel consonant. Do I have anything like... Nah, it's going to be hard to go here. I have to go AO. Yeah, I mean, Pained is probably just forced. No Panada. Joggled. There's not a whole lot there. Yeah, I don't think I have any five-way overlaps next to foraying. Yeah, it's going to be tough. I'm definitely not a huge fan of AIO, but there are a decent number of consonants left in the bag that I could get to help bail myself out, and like I just have to take 42 points. I don't think there's any way around it. So I'm going to go ahead and make this play and hope for a decent draw on my next turn. I mean, I got the S, which is good. Still a little vowel heavy, and the problem is now I've got all these one-pointers. So it's going to be hard for me to score. And yeah, now I'm going to have to make a difficult decision. Well, it's obviously going to depend a lot, too, on what BestBot does. Do I want to try to play Aeon somewhere and burn through some tiles, or do I want to fish and go for a bingo? Tawi, yeah, the bot just keeps scoring, too. This is tough. This is definitely a position that's going to merit some thought. Have anything like through this N in Kintar? NEA? Eonian? No. Not quite. His board isn't the best for bingoing. I guess there's tons, or tone. Yeah, there's just nowhere to score points here. I still can't really do anything in this spot. Naui would be great, but it doesn't work. Get rid of OE? Not really dying to fish, though. No, there's nothing here. I wouldn't be opposed to necessarily getting rid of my S if I could score a lot. But I really can't. Yeah, this turn is baffling. There's just, like, nothing to do. I mean, Zoa is terrible. Huh. Wouldn't mind turning over more tiles, too. I'm glad I have some time here. Yeah, I'm just failing to generate any good options. Like, how do I score more than 12 points and keep a reasonable lead? I mean, this just feels so bad. Or something of that sort. Like, I hate fishing here. I do have the last A. There's just nothing here, huh? I don't think so. Yeah, there's just nothing. I mean, what if I... Like, is it crazy to just, like, burn through tiles here and play, like, Eosign? Go for the blank? I mean, it's a constant heavy pull. Keeping A, E, I, and S probably does bingo enough. I wonder if I should get rid of my I, though, with all those I's left. Try to get rid of, like, IE instead. Huh. I mean, like, A, E, O, and S, though, is just so much worse in general. I mean, maybe I do just play OE. Like, I do have woes and tons and tone. Like, maybe it's... I have the S in Locusta, I have the F. Maybe it's not crazy. Just given my other options are terrible, frankly. I mean... There's E in here. It's a few more, but I really want to keep that A. Can I not get more than 8 for OE anywhere? It's so weird. I don't think I can. Yeah, it's so weird. Alright, I think for better or worse, I'm going to do it. I mean, I just hate playing like this. There are just no other good options. I do have a decent chance to bingo, so let's do it. Yeah, maybe I should have played off the O. I would have had Anodize. Hard to say. Sanodyne. Yeah, and see, the problem is now I kind of commit myself to trying to bingo because the bot's just going to keep scoring. And I just can't score. Oh, I have Naiad. For 31. I could even do this. I think I keep the S. I mean, with woes, it still has a lot of value. Yeah, I think I keep the S. But this way, if I score this much, I mean, I'm only down 8. Like, the bot still has to sweat about me winning without a bingo if I can draw some scoring tiles. Yeah, I can't imagine playing the ESs right here. I mean, it is 8 more points. It's more turnover. Also gives back with tones and toner, potentially. I don't know. I just don't think it's necessary. I also like leaving 7 in the bag. Because then if the bot does bingo, I could bingo out and potentially win. Leaving 5 in the bag just makes it a little bit easier for the bot to like play 3 and leave me a tough 2 in the bag situation. 7 feels like better timing. So let me just make sure I don't have a 9 first. I didn't really look here. IT, no, I have too many I's. Nothing through the F or the S. All right. Yeah, Naiad it is. I don't think I have anything here. Trade 4? trade 4 with that pool? What did you have? Did BestBot have 7 consonants? Or like VUR? Wow. How do you trade with that pool? That is strange. Wow. Okay. See, this is why I'm glad I saved time, guys. These have been tough positions, and now I'm down to 7 minutes, and this position is not going to be easy. This is my first dot. 24 points. 4 in the bag. It also dropped the I. But see, now after that trade 4, like, I'm thinking, like, UVRR or something like that went into the bag. EIDS is also just better balanced. Like, I won't end up with 1 vowel. It's a constant heavy pool. I think I hold off the I. Yeah, I think I hold off the I. Like, this is a very good leave. I still have woes. Could play Dine in the same spot, but there's an M left and no D. I'm fine with keeping the D. It should improve my bingo percentage. I could also drop the... I could leave 2 in the bag and play Imines. And just score. See, the problem is, if I do this and the bot has the last S, like, I literally can't block woes or do anything there. And I might want to play there to block bingos, depending on what the bot does. So I'm not so sure I want to do this. Like, just also keeping the possibility of counter bingoing open. Like, after... The bot is likely to have the blank. Like, if it didn't already have the blank, then it just had a 4 and 7 chance to pick it up. So the bot probably has the blank. Like, there's a decent enough chance the bot's going to bingo that I think saving some counter bingo chances makes some sense. I mean, unless I try to play, like, Elm and stop bingos from the S, but I don't want to keep 2 I's. I really don't think. Because, like, I'm just worried if the bot bingos from the S, it'll leave me very limited counterplay, because it'll block woes. So that is a bit of a concern, but I just think with Elm, I mean, I'm down now, too. Like, I can't go too crazy on defense. So, yeah, I think mine is probably fine. Yeah, I'm going to do this. That was definitely a bit of my concern. Just drawing more consonants. I got the last S. Bot could have the blank. It might not, but it probably does. If the bot has the blank, I mean, it's probably going to bingo. Yeah, maybe I did need to play Elm there. What? I guess, is it... Wait a minute. I mean... Does Vims not... I guess it doesn't outrun bingos? That's 90! What? Hold on. Hold up. I mean... Is that not enough? I guess it probably depends where the bot bingos. I mean, I kind of have to... Unless I just do this, or like is. This is, okay, this is actually interesting. What is that move? That is like the craziest looking move I've ever seen BestBot make, and I've seen BestBot make some crazy moves. Like, yeah, it probably has the blank. I'm sure it has the blank, but like, there's 2 S's left. Okay, so let's start with this. If I play Vims and the bot bingoes out from the S, I think I win, right? Like, so Sidence is 76. I get UR 76 to... Oh, I only win by 2. Okay. So it's close. If the bot bingoes from the V, it probably wins then. If the bot bingoes from the M, it wins. If the bot bingoes through the I, it often wins too. Huh, okay. Interesting. I mean, I have to go there, right? Because then the bot can just... The bot has the blank. Like, then the bot just scores 80. So I have to go there. I can't count on counter bingoing with this stuff. So I either play Vims or... I mean... See, the problem with this, though, is if the bot bingos with, like, Sidens or whatever from the S, am I really winning the endgame? I mean, 51. Bot's still going to get 70-something. I've got an M and a V to shed. The bot will have 2, so it's almost certainly going out. Feels tough. I guess unless I get a big play across the 8 row. The bot could also bingo on row 14. Huh. Like, I don't think I should play is. Because then that allows higher scoring bingos in row 13. Wow, so 51. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to win this. Because if the bot bingos for like 70 and then goes out, I mean, I'm going to need to net 30. That seems tough. It's possible, but I think I got to just play Vims and hope it doesn't have a huge bingo. I don't know. It's not looking great. But I think I have to do this. I don't really even... Am I going to lose with a 497? What? They didn't have the blank? Get out of here. How do you not have the blank? What? How do you play Joggler and not have the blank? How do you... What? How do you do that with blank SS unseen? I mean, was there something specific it was fishing for or something? That's either, we're going to look at this, that's either like the most brilliant play of all time or the stupidest play of all time. Probably the most brilliant, knowing the bot. But like, that's just... What? So it had EHINRTU. Was it going for some like crazy 9 through the NA? I mean, what was it thinking? Like, was there just not... Like, why did it have to do that? I mean, it's only down 16. Could it have not just played off, like, 2 or 3 and tried to draw the blank? Like... That's just so weird. I cannot wait to see what the bot had on that rack, guys. That's crazy. Goodness gracious. That's just wild. Wow. Oh, I have 20 seconds. I gotta do something. Okay, let's just go out with Screed. Yeah, I gotta shut up. Wow, I almost just flagged talking about that position. That's crazy. Goodness. Yeah, I don't know if Screed was my best outplay, but at that point, that would have been funny. Like, honestly, I think if I flagged there, I would have still just, like, given myself the win, because, like, come on, but, yeah, that's funny. 530 to 439. What a game. Like, I'm going to start with, like, let's just go through the earlier part quickly, because we're going to have so much to talk about, especially on the Joggler turn. Okay. Yeah, either Varroa. I think this one's a little safer, as I discussed earlier. Whoa, over Wilco. Okay, yeah, I mean, CEILN, you've got floating A, floating R, you've got a new line for 7s. It's a pretty good leap, makes sense. Kintar forced, and closed looks good. Oh, man. I mean, it's safer, but I think for 8 points, it's still better to do this. A G in the 4th spot is not that scary. I definitely didn't see this. I wouldn't have honestly been sure it was good. Like, I've studied it at some point. I have studied all the 9s, but It's a tough word to be sure of. It's one of those where, like, if you know there's a word, it's not that hard to find it or guess it. But it's hard to be sure it's a word. In any case, foraying is fine. Fix seems reasonable. Yeah, quaked clearly best. Zen looks good. Lathe looks good. Several choices here. Lacteus, Osculate, Locuste. Seems reasonable enough. Joggle definitely best. Let's see. Bot passing up on Whitney over here. Interesting. Not sure I would have necessarily done that. It's 4 more points, and the W doesn't seem like great tile to leave. You also get 1 more shot at the S for jogglers. Or at least whiny, because that doesn't take a front T. If you don't want to put the W there, I mean, I wouldn't be that scared of the W. The J is gone. There aren't any high pointers. I guess Inbai keeps it a little tighter. Does the bot really want to play defense, though, taking an 18-point lead with a pretty mediocre lead in this pool? This is a strange play, if you ask me. Not what I would have done. I would have definitely played Whitney. Taken the extra points, get rid of the W, another shot at the S, another shot at the blank. 4 more points, no huge risk, I don't think. I would have definitely played Whitney here, so not sure what the bot's logic is for Inbai, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely a more defensive play. The bot is not taking a significant lead, though. 18-point lead minus a tempo is almost a deficit, so it's a strange play, but okay. Yeah, pained is just too many points. You have to do it. Bot plays Tawi here instead of Wit. See, this I agree with. This, I mean, it's 9 more points. There's plenty of vowels, plenty of E's left, and you want the turnover for blank SS. Like, this I definitely agree with. Yeah, I mean, what am I supposed to do here? Oh, re-oil. That's the play. I didn't see it. Okay. That's the play, for sure. Yeah, I mean, with 3 I's left, like, this might bingo more often just because 14 consonants, 8 vowels. But I'm too likely to draw another I think. And then I have to hope to draw, like, Sonari or something. Yeah, I would have definitely played re-oil if I saw it. It's a tricky spot to see there. These turns are, like, the hardest, I think, guys, where you have just, there's nothing good. And you're just trying to wade through this swamp of, like, 8, 11, 7, 10-point plays and figure out which of these awful-looking moves is the best one. Like, these are some of the most difficult and annoying turns in Scrabble. Yeah, OE isn't horrible, just given the lack of other options, but I think re-oil is definitely the play, so that's a mistake. Wow, horrendous draw for the bot here, but yeah, up by looks good. I mean, there's a lot of vowels to bail it out. Glad I saw Naiad, that's definitely the play. I can't imagine this is worth it. The S definitely helped me in the long run. So bot trading 4 here. What did it keep? ERN? I mean, you definitely want to keep the R because of jogglers. I might just keep RN with all those vowels, and I mean, every tile you turn over is another shot at S blank. Like, turnover seems really valuable here. I get not trading 6 because there are a lot of vowels. Although, I mean, keeping just an R, like, what value does the E and the N really give you? Especially the E with so many left. I guess it increases your bingo percentage a little bit, but I don't know. It's also tough to bingo on this board. I mean, you need an S for woes, or maybe hit something from the S and Locuste. I guess the S is somewhat easy to hit. This is interesting. Like, my instinct would have definitely been probably trade at least 5, if not 6. Keep R or RN here. But the bot keeps an E. I mean, obviously the E is a nice tile in principle, but with turnover at such a premium and with 3 more E's still in the bag, I'm not sure I would have made the same call, but in any case, the decision for BestBot is trade CHMV. Yeah, this turn is not trivial either. I mean, a bunch of plays here are similar mine, immine, and mines. I guess mines, dine, like elm. There's a bunch of non-crazy options. Elm is particularly interesting because it's the most different of all of these, and it has the idea of blocking stuff from the S. So by doing that, I either force the bot to bingo through the F and fix, which is hard to do, bingo with a 9, which is hard to do, or bingo with woes, which is maybe not that hard to do if it has an S, but that's going to give me more chances as a counter bingo. Like I said, my concern with this was if the bot does bingo from that S, then I'm going to need to counter bingo immediately to win, and I'm going to have very limited options. Like, I'm going to have maybe an 8 through whatever tile it places here on this square, which will have to be through a tile on a specific spot, which is always tough to do. Maybe a 9, maybe something through the F. It's going to be tough. Maybe an S hook, depending on what it bingos with. But that was the biggest concern with mine, is if the bot bingos from the S, it's going to be tough. And that applies for any of these plays here. I think mine is fine of these plays. Keeping the S for woes seems very important, as well as just keeping some vowels to offset the constant heaviness of the pool, especially since I figured the bot just traded consonants back to the bag. I'm fully expecting to draw consonants. So because of that, maybe Elm is actually worth it. Like, the 2 I's are rough. There's only one more I left. It makes it a lot harder for the bot to bingo, because that S is the easiest line to hit. If the bot bingos with woes, I mean, it's now going to be... The thing is, now it's harder for me to bingo back, probably, because I have 2 I's. But it's still not that hard. I mean, I could easily hit some stuff like misfired, deifiers through this F. I mean, the other concern with Elm is that I score a bit less. I mean, I don't score much less, but I keep a worse lead for scoring, and I could lose this without the bot bingoing easily. I'm only up 15. Mine I could also, but this also like takes out a good scoring spot for the bot, I feel like. I mean, the bot could probably get plays there too, although maybe not. Yeah, like it kind of needs to have the M for Elm. Can't even do that much. No, that's not that important a spot. It's a tough call. The more I look at Elm, the more I think it does have some merit. Just to take out that S, because like I said, after mine, the bot bingos from that S, I'm in deep trouble. Like, I almost certainly will need to bingo back, and that's going to be tough to do. I think mine is the best of the plays on the top left, just to keep the S and both vowels. But yeah, Elm is interesting. You know, the upside is it limits the bot's bingo percentage. The downside is it keeps a worse sleeve, and it also just reduces my chances of bingoing back. So I don't know. I don't think mine is terrible, but really interesting position. It's hard to decide when you have 2 plays like that are so different. Okay, so yeah, this play. This is what I really wanted to talk about. Why is this necessary? I mean, you're looking at blank SS left. So the odds that all 3 of those are in the bag are astronomical. Like, almost 0. So, what's your plan? I mean, I guess I don't have to have Vims. Like, that's a particularly high-scoring play there. I guess if I have something like mids, then maybe the bot can... But where's the bot bingoing? Let's start with this. I mean, like, if it draws a blank, obviously, it'll bingo. If it draws a C... Something through an S, N. Is it going for like this NA? Runsonate uncertain. That doesn't fit. IT? I don't think so. D? Intrudes? Untrained? What's it getting with a D? I mean, there's untried, untired, intrude, turbine. Nothing's going to play. An E? What am I missing here? Uterine, Reunite, Retinue, Azurient. No. H? I'm just going to look up. Maybe I'm forgetting a 9 or something? Like, I just want to... What am I missing here? I mean, I don't think I'm missing a 9. Those are pretty high prop. I should know those. So, E-I-N-R-T-U-N-A blank? Yeah, Venturin with a V. I was going to get to that. Saturnine, Untrained, Uranite. That doesn't fit either. Through the IT? Interunit Nutritive? No. BE? underbite. That doesn't fit. Can't hit refuting. Yeah, but that needs a blank. I mean, what can it even hit from the S? Snouty or Squinter? Like, it can't... What can it hit? I don't understand. Is it just hoping that I play with jogglers and it bingos through a tile I float? Really? Like, it just... There feel like there have to be better options than that. Like, why do you have to do this? I mean, you're not down that much. I guess Turnip probably rarely wins in the end game. I mean, it might, but yeah, you're only getting 6. I get why you didn't want to do that. I mean, like, aren't you better off just playing, like, Erp? Or if you want to leave, then, I mean, I don't think you're going to hit a 9, so, like, just play Erp. Then if you can draw an S, I mean, if you draw, like, well, I don't know, I mean, it's still hard to fit stuff with woes, I guess. But you could hit sentries. At least put me in a tough spot. Yeah, actually, maybe you want to leave the F open, too, for, like, Infestor. I mean, like, go for an ES draw. Like, play Duro here, right? I mean, just leave everything open. If you draw, like, SE, I mean, you're going to threaten Infestor and sentries. If you draw SI, you're going to threaten Sinister. As DE, you're going to threaten Sintered. I mean, I might block the S, sure. But also, I mean, maybe you could even win some endgames? Maybe? It's possible? You're only down 10 after this play. 2 in the bag puts me in a bit of a tough spot. Unless you want to leave 1 in the bag so that I have to empty. But then maybe try to play off, like... It's hard to play off 3 without blocking some of your lines, I guess is the problem. Like, but, I mean, I still think Duro is better than Joggler. Like I said, I mean, Joggler... I mean, you need to either draw the blank or somehow hope I play with Jogglers and then you bingo through a floater? It seems like a real long shot. Ain't bingo through a floater for enough, although I guess in most cases it would be enough. I mean, you also do have to worry about, like I almost did, just me playing stuff like is, or just dropping an S. Although I guess if I drop an S, then you bingo back a bit with like Unmiter or Uterine. Yeah, this just doesn't feel right. If you're not threatening any bingos on this board. I mean, is this... Yeah, this doesn't help you. You don't want to keep that U, like we said before. Yeah, I mean, I think Duro looks reasonable. Yeah, you don't want to get rid of that. Like, you want to keep that F as a line, I think. What about something like this, if you want to just leave 1 in the bag? I mean, this actually puts me in a bit of a tough spot. Because it's tough to block everything. The problem is you're only keeping 1 vowel. Because, like, if I play through that U, then I'm giving you a lot of floaters to work with. And I kind of have to empty the bag because you're just leaving 1 tile. And if I play parallel to the U on the left, then you can bingo, or the bot can bingo on the right. Like, this is interesting. I wish there was a way to do this, but, like, keep 1 more vowel. That would be ideal. Anything from the BE? Probably not. But, like, whether you do that or Duro, I mean, it's very tough to say which is better. I mean, Duro does keep a better leave. Doesn't open anything. And it does maybe leave the possibility that I'll just leave 1 in the bag and then be able to bingo back. Nehru sort of forces the issue a little bit more. But it also gives me more bingos. Like, if I bingo with ceviche after Nehru, then the bot just loses. That's also a problem. Huh. Yeah, so maybe Duro then. I don't know. But, like, whatever the right play is, I don't think it's Juggler. I mean, with blank SS left, like, are you really counting on... Because, like, with any of the plays I suggested, I mean, maybe not Nehru, but definitely with Duro, like, if you draw the blank, you should win. Almost definitely. So, if you're going to be counting on drawing the blank with Juggler, then you might as well play Duro, because then you get 2 chances to draw it, right? I mean, if this really only wins with a blank... I mean, you're not actively threatening any bingos with draws other than the blank. So clearly the bot is thinking that, I mean, like, if I play... What am I going to play there? Like, Vids? Does that really give the bot that many bingos, though? Like, I mean, Neuritis doesn't even play if it gets an S. Like, what's it getting? I mean, I almost have to put an E there. I guess, like, Vise and then Exorient? Meds? I don't know. I guess that's possible. That the bot could hit Exorient. Like, would that have been enough? I guess that's enough, yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's enough to beat Hems. It might be. So after Hems... Yeah, maybe that's what it's thinking. I don't know. Like, it's trying to draw an S and then hit Exorient if I float an E? Or, yeah, I guess Hems and then Reunite, I think, wins by, like, 2 for the bot. Is that likely to happen, though? Like, is that more likely than, I mean, just, like, drawing ES or something? Or SS or blank in anything? I mean, EC also gives you, like, Reinfect. And I'm often not blocking that F. Like, yeah, I mean, EC gives you Reinfect Secretin. Like, I think Duro's the play, guys. That's what I would do here. Because, yeah, I mean, you hit the S and the F both a decent amount. You have 2 shots at the blank. You don't just open easy bingo lines for me. So you have a decent chance, potentially even without drawing the blank, if I picked up, like, the V and some other stuff, that you might even be able to bingo and I not bingo back. Because both bingos through the F and the S, like we said before, don't give me a lot of counterplay. I think this is the bot's move here. Do this, try to draw something through the F or the S, and hope I can't bingo back. That's what I would do. I'm not BestBot. Like, I'm pretty good at this game, but I'm not BestBot, so did the bot know something that I'm not realizing despite all this rigorous analysis with Juggler? Maybe? I mean, I don't know. We might never know, but this just does not feel right, guys. Like, a lot of plays the bot has made in this series that feel crazy during the game, I'm able to kind of go through and comprehend them after. I'm failing to comprehend this. Like, I mean, I guess I understand the idea, right? It's like, it's trying to either draw a blank or hope that I play with jugglers and give it a floater. I just don't see how that works very often in practicality. I just think, practically speaking, this has to win more, given the relatively large number of things this hits through the S and the F. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like this. I really don't think so. And then, yeah, I mean, here, I think I just got to do this, right? Like, I think if I play jogglers, again, the problem is if the bot bingos above the S, then I'm going to be down 20. I might be able to score, but I'm going to have a hard time unloading all this stuff. And I didn't really like my endgame chances after playing that, or is potentially, which gives back even higher scoring bingos like Chunter. So I think I got to do this and just hope that the bot can't bingo down there. I don't know, though. But yeah, like, as a case in point, I don't think there's anything the bot could have drawn that would have given it a win. Because it had EIH, NRT, I mean, other than the blank. Like, a C, Neuritic doesn't fit. A D, Untidier, Unmitered, Rudiment. Like, nothing fits. E, oh, Mutineer. Okay, maybe that was part of it? Maybe it wanted Mutineer? Yeah, I guess if the bot drew an E, it would have bingoed out with Mutineer. Okay. Huh. I mean, is that what it was going for then with Juggler? Is it hoping that I put an M out and then it draws an, or a C. Yeah, maybe that's what it wants. It wants to draw an E, and then like a C or an M for Sainture or Mutineer. I don't know. I mean, I guess it did have a chance, right? I mean, yeah, with 4 in the bag, there was, what, 1 E left. There was an E and a blank left, so it had a 50-50 shot with this. But, like, I mean, it had a decent shot with Duro, too. So the bag was blank E, C, H, I believe. I mean, I think, yeah, with Duro... I mean, if it draws the blank in anything, it should win. Yeah, so I don't know. This is mind-boggling. I mean, that actually makes me understand this play a little bit more. Seeing Mutineer now is a possibility, but I still don't know. Like, this is... It's impossible to actually go through all the possibilities and try to figure out how I'm going to respond. Like, it's just not possible, I don't think. I mean... Like, I'm starting to understand a little more where the bot was coming from. Because, yeah, like, Mutineer here would have won, right? Wait, would it? 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 74, minus 16. Yes, because then it catches me with C, E, D, H, S blank. So, wait, minus 16, 4, 7, 9, 22. Yeah, wins by 6. Okay, so if I had drawn an E, it hits Mutineer and wins by 6. Okay, I mean, I get it. So... yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess that was the logic. So I'm fortunate the bot didn't get it. But yeah, what a bizarre game. And an absolutely bizarre decision by BestBot there to play Juggler. Even despite Mutineer, I still would have played Duro personally. It just feels more natural. But maybe the natural play is not the best play. So... yeah, I don't know, guys. I could try to go into more analysis, but I don't even know how I would. Like, I mean, I'm not going to try to... with 4 in the bag, I can't try to permute every possible draw for BestBot, every possible thing I could do. It's just not humanly possible, and it wouldn't even be possible to turn that into a video, I don't think, in a way that could be reasonably comprehended. So, I think I'm going to kind of leave it at that, guys. Like, it's just a baffling play. We may never really know if that was correct. I don't think it was insane like I originally do. I still think Duro is better. I don't really know. Obviously, if you guys have any thoughts or any other ways you think I should try to analyze this, then I'm all ears. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, in any case, what a fascinating game and position. Glad I came away with the win. I'm pretty happy with how I played this one overall. I mean, OE was a mistake. That I should have played Re-Oil. Mine is very questionable. Maybe Elm, I don't know. But overall, it was a really good game. High scoring, always exciting. I know it's a long one, so I'm going to leave it at that, guys. Thanks so much for watching and getting through this video. Really appreciate your support. We are 9-22 now. Still a lot of work to do. Hoping we can get another win on Wednesday. I look forward to seeing you all there. Thanks again, guys, for watching, and have a good one. Bye-bye.